Buenos dias, amigos, amigas, from Ajijic here in the plaza. Now, I want to talk a little bit, and hopefully, people, some of you maybe have done this already. Maybe you haven't had the need to do this, or maybe there are people that are doing this currently. Retirement in Mexico. When I retired, I had some time off and did a lot of traveling in Canada, the Northwest Coast, and Myrtle Beach in different areas in the States. Indiana was one of them. And I enjoy traveling. And I got a hold of some YouTube channels 5 years ago. And I thought right away, that's where I want to be. One of the countries. I looked at different places in the world. Valencia, Spain was my original spot. I wanted to go and retire. Had done a lot of research, cost of living, etc. There's places like Portugal, other Latin American countries too, that I did a lot of research on until I eventually said, well, Mexico is probably better for me. It's closer to my home in the U.S. I have family up there, a brother and a sister, two brothers and a sister, and I want to really pay attention to them. And I got a home there and things like that. Okay, so I chose Mexico. Now, when I chose to go to Mexico, I had before going, the preparation is doing a lot of research on cost of living in different places, finding out more I listened to a lot of YouTubers. And what I did is I did settle on Mexico based on what a friend of mine from Mexico suggested. He took me down to Mexico, him and his mom. And I fell in love with Cuernavaca, and it just goes on and on. San Miguel de Allende, different places in Mexico. And I settled here in Ajijic as a snowbird. Now I'm a residente, and I have a green card, also a Mexican driver's license. So, anyway, the road was such that I needed to make sure my finances were intact, you know, before coming here. And I had a little bit of credit out there. I had some credit card debt and not a whole lot. I had been working on keeping a good credit score for many years. And, but there was still some things. I figured if I free myself up first, I waited about a year, freed myself up, and then zero credit card balance. And then I came here. But I wanted to free up money, not only for myself coming to Mexico, but up there as well. And that's something that I've worked on. And today is the result. And then I really, even before today, actually, for a few years, I'm carrying probably a high, even for the last several years, probably a very high credit score. A few years. I'm in the eight. Last time I checked, no credit card balance. I don't have credit card balance. I pay it off right away at the beginning of the month. I pay it all off, and I don't use credit. Rarely do I use credit, or seldom. Today I pay it off quicker, and I pay it off right at the first of the month. Don't buy any big luxury items like I used to buy. I was even looking at seeing videos about minimalists and things. I said, whoa, I can't do that. It's a little bit too extreme. But I worked on my credit and I got it together in a way where I'm better off up there or here. And my credit score is, last I checked, was 832. Might be even higher than that now, a little higher. I do buy plane tickets, certain items once in a while, but things like that. But I'm not traveling all around using credit cards anymore. I pay things off right away. So I've been holding a zero credit card balance for many years. Also, I picked up a Charles Schwab. I have a Charles Schwab account, and I should have done that many years ago. I heard about it on Tangerine Travels. Many, or not many, what am I talking about? Seems like many, but quite a few years ago, I think maybe 4 years ago, possibly 4 years ago, and they were talking about the Charles Schwab account and getting a Charles Schwab card and benefits of that. And it took me a long time. It's not that I'm such a slow learner, but sometimes I don't get to things right away always. And I finally did that. Now, in the first month of having a Charles Schwab account, getting it, I have a savings and a checking in Charles Schwab. I saved $145 on the first month statement. I've saved about $145 per month. Now, if you save U.S. Canadian, well, U.S. Let's talk U.S. U.S. Saving 145 U.S. goes a lot. It goes a long ways here. You know, almost twice as far here, and so that's a good way to save money to get a Charles Schwab account, and I found that out. Also, geez, there was one more thing I wanted to say. Geez, I can't remember right offhand, but I don't have an outline or anything like that. But that's what I do, and I pay my credit cards off right away at the first month, and I don't use a lot of them credit cards. So, achieving a credit card balance of zero, and no matter where you're at, if you could. Now, I will say, when I first got here, there was a lady leaving here I became friends with, and she was going back up because she couldn't take it. She was on $1,200 a month Social Security. She was kind of getting by, and that was 2.5 years ago when I first got here. We remain friends to this day, and she's got quite a success story. She went back up. She would go back up to the States for 6 months, work, pay off her credit card debt, work a lot of hours. She put a lot of hours into work. I did this, but I was retired and did this. And before retirement, I did this. But she went up there and sold some things, got rid of some things, and worked. And then she'd come back and forth every 6 months. And she even did some house sitting. She did one house sitting in La Floresta. But she was a house sitter in different places, and she'd go back and forth to the States. Now, as a result of that, she had her Social Security, but as a result of that, she's living a better life, paid off all her credit card debt, things like that. And I'm going to tell you what happened. About 6 months ago, I ran into her, and she says, "Chris, guess what's going on? I'm getting married." And she's getting married to another expat, and I see them around. Every time I see them around, we always talk, and they're just living a pretty good life, and wonderful life. But she went through a lot of struggles, did a lot of expats go through, and it wasn't easy, but she did it with persistence and hard work and due diligence. She did do that, and people can. Some people, it's hard. I know I don't have the answer for all that, but try. Talk to people. Talk to people. I talk to people with degrees, people who are financial advisors. I've got an attorney friend up there in the U.S. He's a financial advisor. I talked to a friend of mine up in the U.S., the guy that brought me down here. He's got three degrees, He's got a bachelor's and a couple of masters, and they know. They buy homes, they have homes, and they're people that are fairly successful, and give me some count or advice, or I open up to them, and that's how I got better and straighten out more things, and was able to come down here and have more to spend. So with that, I want to say thanks for viewing. I wish everyone to have a good life, whether you're up there or not. I go up there. I'm going to be going up there, not every 6 months anymore, but I can still live pretty good up there. But I see the benefits of retiring in Mexico, and they are wonderful. They are just wonderful. So think about some things, talk to some people. And some people say sell all your belongings and sell out your house, and I don't know about that. I'm keeping my house for now. I can sell it and purchase some kind of home here. I got into bought the home at a real low price, and My my mortgage rate, my is at 2.75, and it's staying there. It's fixed, and so I'm cool with that way because I bought um, back in 2012 when the rates were still good, and I had an attorney friend of my family's found me the house, and things went pretty good. And I kind of always talk to him on occasion and see how things are going. But he's basically my up there. He's my financial advisor, and he's helped me out through a lot of situations, and some friends who have credentials and have degrees, and really can give me some sound advice. So with that, thanks for viewing, and have a great day. And buenos dias, buenas tardes. I'm here in the plaza, and just got done talking to an expat who has been to San Miguel de Allende and other places in Mexico. He's been living here for more than 20 years, and we had a great conversation over coffee. And he's really knows a lot. Those are the kind of people that can help you around here. So come on down, look for help. You'll get help, and just do your preparation. And I always look for cost of living in different places all over the world. I would look at cost of living. There's websites you can find that too. And not only just in the Ajijic or the lakeside here, but other parts of Mexico. And we were talking about that too just a few minutes ago. So think about it, and maybe you'll find it. Maybe you'll find it. Maybe you'll find another country. I hear Portugal's a pretty good place to go. I used to watch videos of Portugal. A lot of expats like Portugal too, Spain, but a lot of people are leaning toward some of the Latin American countries here, but they're also leaning toward Portugal. And a lot of them are. So, and then other countries in Europe. But it's up to you. You make your decision, and have a great day. Thanks for viewing, and adios, amigos.